Third.
Amazing.
And that was a massive experience and a great achievement, like.
Because I live in Derry, and we used to go through Dungiven, and there were spanners up everywhere.
That's right, I mean that.
Yeah.
Sick of seeing myself at the end of it.
Must have been strange, because you were still at school, weren't you?
I actually came out of school to, do the X Factor, which is a big thing for me. I got the support of my mum and dad and, my family and stuff, and the school were very supportive, so there wasn't an issue in that way. So, it's not often the 16-year-old kid gets the opportunity to do that, so, you have to make sacrifices.
I heard Simon Cowell saying that the X Factor in America, I think they can sing it, aren't they?
I heard something about that, I'm not too sure.
And he said the talent show's kind of a bit rubbish now. Well, reality TV has gotten very poor in America. But obviously as a child you've been watching the X Factor and thinking one day I'd love to do that. And then when it actually happened and you got as far as you got, what was that like?
So it was crazy because my ma's a big fan of it and stuff, so I watch it every year. And I always says, I'm going to go for that someday. I should go for it. And I was going to go the year before, but I was only 15. And I think I was too young. So then they brought the age down. So I says, right, I'm going to go on it. Not thinking that I would get anywhere, just go and see how I get on and stuff. Not knowing that I was going to, come third out of like 200,000 people. So it was a bit of a shock.
And the intensity of it all, I suppose when you're that young, the nerves don't get to you as much as when you get older. You maybe become a bit more conscious of that.
Definitely. I mean, I didn't even know what the word nervous meant back then. I just took everything in my stride and, was just having so much fun. I didn't have time to, worry about the whole situation.
When you watch it now, do you think, oh my God, I wouldn't like to be getting up and doing that again?
And I'd still love to be doing that, but like now I think of it that I'd be taking it more seriously and, be worrying about stuff and, whereas back then, I didn't have a care in the world. I was just loving life.
What's life like behind the scenes of X Factor when the cameras go off?
It's very busy. Like you're always doing something, whether it be interviews or rehearsing or styling or stuff like that there. So you're always doing something. It's very hectic. The show looks so laid back, but all the behind the scenes stuff, it's always 100-mile-an-hour stuff.
Image, clothes,
everything. Like, yeah.
Is there much rivalry?
Between shows possibly, but not with like people backstage. I don't think. Well, I'm not too sure.
And since then, I mean, you went back to school, which I remember thinking at the time must have been difficult. You'd think for somebody who's been catapulted in front of millions, and then suddenly to go back to the classroom.
Actually, to be honest, it wasn't that hard for me. Because my mum and dad took me out of school, they always says, it would be good to have an education, even if I'm never going to use it. So that was always in the back of my mind. And when I did decide to go back to school after doing 2 years of touring and recording and, all over the place gigging, I thought it was good and healthy for me because I was so young, and the fact that I got the opportunity to go back to a town where everybody knew me anyway before X Factor, so no one's view had changed on me. No one taught me any or treated me any differently. So that was that helped a lot. So it wasn't as hard as people would make it out to be.
And because your parents were so good and so supportive, I got the sense you were well grounded. They kept you well grounded.
Yeah, they definitely did. I mean, they don't take things for granted, and respect people the way you want to be respected and stuff. So I have good parents behind me, and I think, if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't have been anywhere near where I got to or where I am today.
So, the Eurovision, how did that come about?
I got the call last November from a fella that I used to work with when I came out of the X Factor. And he rung me up anyway, and he says he's got this song for a possible Eurovision entry, and he thinks that the song is perfect for me, and that I should think about it, recording it, and putting it in as a possible Ireland entry. So I had a couple of weeks to think about it and heard the song. As soon as I heard the song, I loved it. When we recorded, I loved it even more, and from a small phone call back in November, I'm here now trying to represent Ireland on the 28th of this month.
Let's hear the song, and you're going to perform it live today, although I've got the CD in my hands, written by Carl Broderick.
Yeah.
It's called The Movie Song.
Yes.
Let's hear it. Are you going to play it, or do you want me to play it, or are you going to sing it?
You want me to sing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no bother.
And you have that
I'll do a
guitar.
live version for you.
And you have the guitar.
Sail the world in the 7 seas to get inside by the candy shop and lose the key. I wanna know I'm real in the feelings that I feel, all add up to something that's a deal. I wanna lay on a car, looking up at the stars like you do in the movies. I wanna say that it's groovy, 'cause no one says that anymore. I wanna be a big romantic fool instead of cool, but all of this means nothing without you. Rain falling helps to make me feel, helps to keep me real. Every feeling feels. I wanna lay on a car looking up at the stars like you do in the movies. I wanna say that it's groovy, 'cause no one says that anymore. I wanna be a big romantic fool instead of cool. All of this means nothing, all of this means nothing. Well, everything is nothing without you.
Well done, you.
Thank you.
Beautiful song.
Yeah, I mean, like, the
It's
song...
going to have all the bells and whistles and everything on the night.
Yeah, I mean, like, the song's great. It's not your typical Eurovision
It's
song.
not.
I mean, you're used to, like, big ballad stuff, and I just think with this song, it's more of a chart song. I mean, hopefully, if it does well, it gets to Eurovision, then there's possibility it could chart in, you know, numerous countries, so that's what we're kind of going for as well.
Now, we had Ryan last year, one of the nicest guys you could meet, and real gentleman, and a great talent. Definitely didn't deserve the place he got.
No.
That just shows how crazy this contest can be.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, it can make or break you and stuff. And the song last year was definitely good, and definitely didn't deserve to finish in last place. So there's obviously that fear in the back of your mind that that's a possibility and that could happen. But, you know, hopefully not.
And you've got a few hurdles to go through yet.
Yeah, well, exactly. I'm not even, you know, representing Ireland yet. You know, the show is going to be on the 28th of February, the end of this month, which will be the Late Late Show hosted by Ryan Tubridy. And it's going to be like the 5 entries are going to all sing live. And they'll be voting, so the general public can vote north and south. And there'll be like a panel of judges as well, so it'll be mixed. And whoever gets... You know, whoever wins is going to represent Ireland on the 10th of May and stuff. So
I was there last year for the final when Ryan won it, and it was a great feeling, a great atmosphere. His family had a big night after, and I hope you'll get the same.
I hope so. I mean, all I can do is, you know, keep promoting the song, and hopefully it'll do well. I mean, we're doing grand. I mean, we have a Facebook page now. It's called The Movie Song, and, you know, you can follow me on Twitter. It's Eoghan Quigg 92 for all the information about, you know, the song. And the song's actually on iTunes as well, so you can actually pre-order it now. The song comes out on the 21st of February, which is a week before the live show on RT.
Yeah, done in the old black and white film covers as well.
Yeah, gotta keep it old school. Original.
Yeah. Have you been inundated with Valentine's cards? Was the postman's backsaw this morning?
I don't know. I've left the house this morning at about 9 o'clock, so our postman doesn't come around around 12, so... I don't know, honestly.
Well, our postman, he had to get an extra gear on his bike this morning, you know, not. But anyway, I'm sure after X Factor you must have been inundated with fan mail and things and during it. Yeah,
there was a lot. I don't know how they got our address, but they did. And I just got to the point where, like, there was so much, like, my whole family would be like a routine thing every morning. The whole family would be opening up letters and just reading them all out.
What kind of things?
Just like numbers
and mad stuff.
Follow me on Twitter and what are you doing? Can you come to England and stuff from such and such. I was very appreciative of all that stuff, and it was an amazing experience for me. Like,
but surely, I mean, as a young, I mean, you're just above a child really at that stage. To go from that to, I know you say like you went back to school and it was grand, but it had to be hard as well. You can't go from there to there and feel nothing.
Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't really realise how big it was for me. It's because I was always running about just being happy, the fact that I was getting this opportunity and not realising how big of a deal it was. And the fact that I said as well, you know, my parents kept me level grounded and stuff and kept my head in the right place. So, you know, it wasn't actually that hard. And the fact that everybody in the town just knew me beforehand and, you know, weren't saying like, oh my God, it's you and stuff. They're all like, you know, it's just regular own, which is a very good thing.
Okay. The McNamees and Strabane want to say good luck, Owen. So there you are.
Thank you very
and
much.
Many more with them. And
Really
Owen,
appreciate that.
thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
And good luck, Eoghan Quigg. And we're giving away some biggie prizes after the break for Valentine's Day. Stay tuned.